much that you could basically do as a Phobius in the early game to actually stop all these form of a pressure. Meanwhile, free roams coming in from Yumski. And we just love the addition of Yumski into this lineup where you can see that he enables the team in every instance of YRG's approach, and I think he really fits well with this roster.
Yeah, I really like it. Like, he brings the pace up for Yoodo. Just for speaking about the pace now, they're going to invade onto the purple buff. They got it.
Oh.
Team Secret again, not having the purple buff to their advantage. And considering that they have a Lancelot, not having the purple buff is devastating for them.
Yeah, it's really setting this Lancelot severely behind. And then right now, Sekis is just going to be able to find catches after catches alongside with Yumski. And that sets it up perfectly for Zach Cutie. It doesn't matter if the hook goes true. That buff will still be hijacked once again by the rest of YRG.
Team Secret lost the purple buff, lost the orange buff, and not able to trade it back at least. There's a big loss here for Team Secret as of now. Another Iron Hook onto Sif, but it did not land now. The better airstrike being called upon. Maima last hit. Better airstrike will seal the deal.
Perfect hits coming through with the better airstrike. Zach Cutie, 3 in a row. Now I have to give this turret up. Abulov has got no business right down below. Not that he could basically farm his jungle. His whole jungle is being cleared off. Not a single camp is online right now. Okay, I see one over the top left of the map, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, he's just not gonna hit his levels. And Yoodo Red Giants, 2 turrets without any contest from Team Secret.
Yeah, good luck reaching that as well because Yoodo Red just oh, Divine Judgment! Taking out Battle Ball just like that. You blink and you miss it, ladies and gentlemen.
That was the cleanest one that we've seen so far. Better airstrike channeling through. Maima with 1 tick of HP left. They're diving right through the turrets and finally getting the punishment onto Sekis, having him suppressed right underneath the turret. Madola now is going to be able to, of course, soak in all the damage. 3 versus 1 against Esme. He's not worried. I mean, just look at him go. Gorgeous. Oh, just trying to find ways to actually cut off the exits. There's nowhere for him to go, and that will be the final blow as Gorgeous gets 2 in the back, even landing onto Maima.
Man, the positioning, the coordination of Yoodo Red Giants is just on point. Iron Hook onto the orange buff, but Gorgeous, oh no, Madola got it, so that's a little bit of a consolation there. But at the top lane, Neo is all alone. Jubes is waiting behind, Sif is in front. They can jump onto it anytime soon, and let's not forget the better airstrike is online.
Madola almost landing the hook over on Yumski. Not exactly the target he wants, but they will get whatever necessary at this moment. Turtle's gonna be online, and none of the players seems to be anywhere around you. Red Giants will get a hit start onto the Turtle, and understanding that they are behind, Team Secret will just let this one slide through their hands. Gorgeous now just creating that spacing. Not much that Pablo can do. They're just being denied out of experience, out of goal, and everywhere they step foot is just going to be a danger zone for them. Oh, hard guard, but how much more time can they buy as Newshan will be next to fall? And just with a flank, Sekis will secure the Kohai.
Yes, guys waiting on the other side, so even though they want to cut across back into the base, it's not going to be possible. But for Maima, oh no, 2 onto him. Maima, get away, Maima, run, Maima, run! Maima, he should be okay for now, but it depends which route he takes.
Maima just dancing around, buying a little bit more time, but it doesn't really matter. Crossbow of Tang only shreds for a little bit more. 1 hit of the Feather Airstrike is just about enough. Meanwhile, 3-man push from Yoodo Red Giants up mid. That's all that they can get with no waves available. But once more, you look at 6 minutes of the game, this time with a gigantic lead. 11-1. That's 10 difference of eliminations, and we're also looking at 10k of a goal difference, or the thereabouts, 9,000. So YRG, they're looking to take a huge dive right in, and they can afford to do so.
Yeah, on top of that, the stats that are not shown to us, the amount of buffs that Yoodo Red Giants has stolen away from Team Secret is almost all of them. But now they're going on to Neo, and Neo will be the first one to go down. In fact, Godlike given to ZQT, but Madola is there to trade it back onto Yums, but it's a roamer, and yeah, hashtag roamer's life matters, but it's sacrificable.
Yeah. At this rate, they just really have to play around Madola's catches, right? There's no other way out for them. Once more, good hook over on Sekis. Not that he has any form of backup as well, but he will be able to survive for the time being. Retaliation coming in from the side of Team Secret. Predator Airstrike will negate any form of advancement. Neo Chan stepping for it, but nothing that they can basically do against a very tanky Esmeralda right now.
Yeah,
so,
this is... Sorry to cut you off there, but this is what we talk about, right? Like, they don't have a tank shredder. Like, Team Secret has no answer to Esmeralda. So, how are they going to even take out Esmeralda right now? Gorgeous is just playing gorgeously.
Yeah, there's just no other way to put it, right? Now with 2 versus 4, I wonder if Gorgeous can actually survive. Gonna go in with Starlight Cole, and yes, they do suppress him right through. Once again, Dola making moves happen, flickers away, but that's not gonna be safe. Sekis with enormous damages to output alongside with Zach Cutie. I think show's over right now. There's a minion on board. They should be able to clear it though. But they're just buying as much time as they need. Maima finally coming right through. Can they get the crossbow tang out? They're looking for that pickup, but not about enough.
Without the purple buff, I mean, Maima couldn't spam, so it is difficult for him. Yes, he could get 1 at most, or maybe a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough for him to finish up his opponent. And now with the lot being taken out by Yoodo Red Giants, the only way for Team Secret to come back is to close the gap, close the goal gap between the two, close the experience gap. Look at this, Madola is level 8, Yums is level 10. They need to buy time for themselves.
Yeah, and it seems like to even land a hook over onto this Farsa is going to be a tall order as well. Just first Farsa does pass, I think, just move out of the way very safely into a zone, and then you still have the Feathered Airstrike. So every single pick that they have gotten so far really depends on Madola's catches. Once again, they finally get their hands over onto Gorgeous, and that's all that they can do. Now, Retaliation comes right in from YRG, finding onto Maima Chan. And Sekis, dealing with a 1 versus 3, walks out alive. The Lord slowly being escorted over the mid side. Meanwhile, the dance over to the bottom side will have Madola taken out completely.
Yeah, the only way to pretty much stop Gorgeous at this moment is to land the Bloody Hunt onto him. If they're able to do so, lock him in, take it out as fast as possible before the backup comes in. But now, the inhibitor turret below, Divine Judgment, pulling out Neo. Neo with the last tick of hell will be taken out. And of course, the Feather Airstrike is there just to give additional damage and zone off the rest of Team Secret.
There's still potentially a form of way that they basically clear off the minion waves and still find those picks. Sekis is rather low, and that should be their target, but they need to pick off the waves pretty fast. Bullock does find 1. Can they get more? Looking for Gorgeous. The rest of Yoodo Red Giants scramble off, trying to create a little bit more of that space. Gorgeous, although he's pretty much low.
Whoa!
2 strikes from Zakuri. Immediately wipes off that 1-1. And here goes another attempt coming from Neo. Can they reach Zakuri? Yes, he does. And he might just be able to do the trick. He needs to get out to safety. Yumski, next one to be low on the block. And Team Secret buys more time into the game. Here we go. Yumski still tries to challenge for the purple. But I think that was a good attempt coming out of Team Secret in order to stall and have a lifeline into this match.
And the purple buff is still up for grabs. So
as well as the axe completed, should be able to at least find a target that he desires and pick them all off. But understanding that they cannot really contest for Lord, they do not even want to risk their own life, because one fatal mistake will be the end of the game. And speaking of which, they're already on the hunt. Onto Neo Chan. Can Neo Chan escape? Flickers off. But there's still Yumski from the back, not really making advancement. Whereas, they're just buying a little bit more time for this Lord to crash right in. Another call for you guys to claim to redeem game.
keep keep your eye on the middle now. The Lord has arrived, Contra. And this is the moment when Yoodo Red Giants can potentially close off the game. The purple buff is online for the side of Team Secret, but now the better airstrike being called upon. And on the back line, with Doomski currently down, Sakai's being chased down, but Sakai survived.
And he's still looking out for Zach Cutie. He has to make a move away. And they're slowly being chunked down. Sekis cannot really hold on for too long. And the hook is sublime. He gets Squadges. Oh, Secret with their defense. Pixel perfect hooks. And they will deny Yoodo Red Giants from stepping foot forward again.
Wow, okay. Could we be seeing a huge comeback here for Team Secret? I mean, they still have a 9k gold gap, 6k gold gap. It still matters at this point. Normally the benchmark is like 50k onwards and it probably doesn't matter, but they still have that gap. They do have an experience or a level gap as well. So Team Secret still has to play this really disciplinedly. And Feather Strike called upon to shoo away the members of Team Secret. Madola at the forefront, he's being chased on. He will be taken out by Sakai.
Really have to back away. They cannot afford to be too far out. And here you go. Divine Judgment over onto Neo. Tanky enough to survive. This Phobius will be the one to hold the front doors of Team Secret. This is another chance at a lifeline. Whereas the dives come right through. Neo Chan tries to make advancements. Immediately, Papulok melts down completely. Neo, what can he do to stop the rest of Yoodo Red Giants? They're hopping right in front of them. A lot of respect given by Yoodo Red Giants. There's no ways whatsoever for them to basically get the pushes right through. So Yoodo Red Giants cannot afford for this game to go any longer because this 1-1 is skilling. Meanwhile, another catch into the jungle and forces a fight coming out of Team Secret. And Maima, he will get the pick instead. Sif is down, but there's no stopping Nikoli from getting a little bit more. Zach Cutie is the next one to fall. And instead, Maima gets hunted down by Sekis.
Oh, but we're not done, you know. Yums with his last tick of health, but he has an immortality, so he's a-okay. Now we can see a little bit more disciplined gameplay coming from Yoodo Red Giants, but that also opens up some level of opportunity for Team Secret to counter upon. But with the Lord currently up, who have numbers, so this time they're going to challenge Yoodo Red Giants.
They don't really have Maima on board. It's going to take a lot of time for them to actually get this Lord. Meanwhile, Neo just zones them off away for the time being. Just dealing a chunk of damage towards the side of Sakai's, where they're just waiting for this 1-1 to be able to join the battle. And Yumski has immortality. He can afford to play at a very risky position if he wants to. A little bit more of that dance as Mandola keeps his eye on the prize. This might just be the Lord to end it all completely. It doesn't seem like Team Secret's in the position to contest as well. Neo Chan in the risky position. There you go, the hook comes through. Better airstrike over our back. That will be eventually seeked out. Maima gets 1-for-1. Nikoli is the one that falls. Couldn't even channel off that black shoe, and there you go. Neo Chan's out. They don't have anyone to frontline.
Oh no.
Yoodo Red Giants, they gotta defend this one, and the Lord is here to play.
And they only have Madola right now, the only last potential to frontline, and even Madola is not that tanky at this moment. Who else will fall? But it doesn't matter anymore as Yoodo Red Giants focus on the objective.